Okay, it looks like I'm out in the bird feeding backyard garden, whatever it's called. That used to be where I used to plant hundreds, if not thousands, of flowers right over my backyard garden. And right over here, standing to where I am, is, of course, as I just said before, my backyard garden. And finally, it has become a significantly large oasis of plants and also pretty much a good bird feeding spot for both the birds, squirrels, and possibly the cats. So of course, yes, we've got a lot of squirrel feeding that's been straightforward, going around with the huge sunflower seeds that have been plucked straightforward. So far, we haven't had any rain. It's been one of the driest Novembers that we had so far. But here is one of the bird feeders that have actually had suffered so much badly of late, and it's this one right here. So I finally found this component here. It was actually sat on the ground, and I did not notice it was actually straightforward broken off. And guess what? Who destroyed this bird feeder? And it was, of course, the squirrels, because the squirrels have actually gnawed in right over into the side here. They've actually got very powerful teeth. Hopefully that wasn't a choking hazard, but rodents have the ability to just chew through and to actually just straightforward break and spike through all these nasty, little areas where they just cling into. So that makes it very hard for me to reload more bird food via this one. And along the way, as I've actually been doing a lot of bird feeding so far, because I want to do something that relates to wildlife in November, I actually bought another bird feeder from yesterday on Sunday, and it was this. I bought this bird feeder for £2 from Poundland. It was only a cheap one, and I've also got a nice seed packet for only £1. But don't worry about me, because I'm saving straightforward a lot of money to Malaysia to purchase some well-worthy Christmas goods, and actually that's part of my birthday. And I'm not going to be doing some sort of backyard garden update on the plants because it's getting relatively cold. We're going up towards winter. And the peculiar thing about my backyard garden is that apart from the bird food, we've also got berries right over on the trees here, which is actually quite a very good, interesting feature, since the birds often use the berries as a nice supplementary feature as part of their major diet. And apart from a lot of the bird food that's straightforward onto the little bird feeders, we've also got bird food that has also been implemented. I bought quite a lot of seed packets on Saturday, I think it was, and it's mainly the squirrels who have actually decided to gnaw through these little bird feeder seeds. There's a lot of sunflower seeds and a lot of other seeds that I can't really remember the names of, and actually there's a lot of sunflower seed debris that has been gnawed by the little squirrels, which has been quite, straightforward, a freak show. And if I go up towards this bird feeder here, which is the one that I've actually recently purchased, it's also got the sunflower seeds that are from Poundland, and a few squirrels have actually straightforward devoured just a bit. Hopefully they didn't wreck over my backyard garden. They've only taken just a few bit of seeds right here. Actually, it was the birds, because the birds have just an incredible ability of just plucking out the little seeds of where, things were coming from. And what's very impressive about this little bird feeder is that while implementing it, you can also lift this top up. But the one thing you just can't do is that you can't lift the back part, no, actually the bottom part of the bird feeder. So it's actually quite a very impressive little bird feeder that I've actually purchased. Now, who knows? I might try and build some sort of birdhouse right over in the tool shed, or maybe a birdhouse maybe in one of the trees right there to prepare for next year's spring. How about that? Building a little wildlife habitat could potentially, resurrect things or even rehabilitate things so that Mother Nature has the ability to, as I can say this, recolonize against humanity's expansion. And what I'm also finding is that apart from the sunflower seeds that have also been straightforward on right over in the backyard garden, off from where the bird feeders are, there's actually quite a few more sunflower seeds that have also been devoured just from this section here, just where I've actually, there's one thing about this area here, that used to be a radish plantation. Now it's all been converted into a giant meadow, and I'm actually feeling pleased of what I've planted. It's such a fantastic backyard garden to see all kinds of flowers and plants that have actually been already grown in the backyard garden. And hey, if it wasn't for that bird feeder that has actually been totally destroyed so far beyond this point, yes, you can definitely tell the bird feeder has actually came off loose because of the squirrels. They often gnaw through the sides here. And the grey squirrels, where we live, they're often very aggressive, and they also can straightforward damage, a lot of birds' nests, and also a lot of birds as well. Our native birds have also been suffering in decline because of grey squirrels, apart from the red squirrel, which used to be a major native animal that obviously is straightforward now in serious decline. However, you can still find them in maybe some places like Formby, some parts of England, like the New Forest. I can't really tell which parts of England. I would say Scotland as well. Because, red squirrels are doing better in these areas, more so than grey squirrels. But, that's the thing. With Mother Nature taking over with very bad introductions, that's not going to help. But anyways, I shall probably leave this video here because I've been doing lots and lots of wildlife things I've been doing. And there's actually quite a few things I might be able to do, hopefully for the next year or so. I could try and get maybe bird houses, probably a fox house or a hedgehog house, I don't know. Probably a badger house, I don't know what other wildlife things can I also implement, just apart from having flowers to attract lots and lots of insects for next year. But that's why I'd say flowers from next year will be a very good success. To straightforward introduce lots and lots of bees into the backyard garden, and hopefully they won't sting us. So yes, that's just me analysing the whole bird feeding situation that I've actually been straightforward in promoting, and I can hear lots and lots of other birds that are just straightforward calling right over in the backyard garden. I can hear robins, or I can hear different bird species. Somehow there's lots of tit species, blue tits, great tits, coal tits, fairly amazing birds, house sparrows. Amazing, isn't it? That's what I could probably find in the backyard garden. All kinds of bird species will be fairly attracted by whatever food I've just implemented, mainly in the form of sunflower seeds and all other seeds for that matter. Anyways, I'll just straightforward head back inside because it's freezing cold at this time of year. Anyways, please give this video a very, very good like if you really enjoyed it. Subscribe for more flip-flap videos in the future. And as always, thanks so much for watching and bye for now.